Et bonjour à tous, on se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo sur Elysium. On avait passé pas mal de temps dans cette voiture, alors déjà je
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket.
Ah,
The
c'est comme ça qu'on
first
utilise.
Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you, sir.
Mais... Pas l'impression que ce soit bien de partir. Vas-y, je vais faire un peu de trucs négatifs quand même pour...
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for?
Peut-être que ça va me donner un boost de
Oh
morale.
yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland! Become a genius!
Ouais, d'accord. J'ai pas pris de ton clean. Top des gens. Grave.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop here, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
Les conseils.
Repercussions. There's a high risk of glory, with a mild chance cool genius. Smoking makes you into an intellectual. Everybody knows that.
Pris l'intelligence. Archétype.
It will help you concentrate a bit. That much is true.
Ah, peut-être que j'ai... Peut-être faut que j'évite d'être en manque, ouais.
It only lets you concentrate because you're in nicotine withdrawal. It only mitigates its own. Blah, blah, blah. Boring. Light it up.
Allez, allez.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs.
J'ai perdu un PV encore.
Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia
Voilà.
fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
Vers le flic du tonnerre. Mais... Il me manque un PV, quoi. Ah non, j'ai plus qu'un PV.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health.
Oui, d'accord. En fait, ça me donne un boost d'intellect, mais je perds en santé. J'aurais dû le savoir avant, ça, quand même. Juste avant un lancer blanc. Courir ou pas? Je lui parle à elle, je me suis rendu compte que je lui avais pas encore parlé. Mais du coup, je vais aller voir, je crois que j'avais un lancer par là à faire. Je parle plus. Après, j'ai pas envie d'ouvrir la benne devant lui.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is in...
Donc c'était endurance. 108%. Je monte déjà. Endurance. Allez. Maintenant.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell.
Peut-être que je trouve un objet ou je sais. va voir. On va voir, faut peut-être que je trouve un objet. Alors, je vais juste modifier un petit paramètre, ça me prend une seconde. Voilà. Je vais retourner à l'intérieur. Oh, c'est ouvert là déjà. Ah oui, on a passé 13 heures. Ok. Je vais voir s'il a les clés lui.
Can I help you?
Cette benne à ordures.
Mine? No, it belongs to the Whirling in Rags.
Ah oui, c'est vrai.
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
Plutôt évident.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you.
Qu'est-ce qui me remue?
Prod at him and find out.
Nous avons besoin de ces clés.
What do you need them for?
Ouais, vraiment, il veut nous rendre la vie compliquée lui. Hein.
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Ah bah voilà, je suis pas obligé de la forcer.
Absolutely out of the question.
Oh.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager.
Tu vas voir, je vais réussir.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Je sais pas ce que c'est ça. J'ai vu quelque chose, il faut que je vous parle.
What thing?
Ah oui, le fameux syndicat.
Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time.
Oui, oui, je vais te
He
payer.
hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
C'est dommage que vous soyez obligé de copiner avec le syndicat pour garder la terre hors de l'eau.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
C'est vrai.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info.
Comment on peut les trouver?
We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
Ok. J'ai pas trop d'autres choses à demander, mais bon.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Au revoir. Alors. Qui est dans le box du syndicat? On va aller voir. Hein. C'est vrai qu'avec la carte là, je pourrais peut-être me l'acheter. Bon, on va parler.
A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garancy and Quebec.
Ouais, son nom quoi.
It must be his name. Garancy. Garancy Quebec.
Je suis logique, on dirait.
Sounds representative.
Bonjour monsieur.
The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air.
Vous avez des
He
casseroles.
smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots in turn.
Bah, je vais dire encore la même chose du coup.
He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots
Ok,
in
super.
turn. The
Essayer
man
de lui reparler.
ponders his cooking
Ok,
ut.
bon, ça sert à rien. Et la porte là, elle mène où?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery.
Je me demande où mène cette porte.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads?
Par devoir.
Yes. I suppose it's worth seeing if we can get in. Just to be thorough. As a side investigation.
Une mini enquête secondaire.
Gart is the person to ask about this. The cafeteria manager.
The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Ok, je vais lui en parler.
Can I help you?
J'ai vu
Another
autre
thing.
chose.
Great.
Le mystérieuse
I
porte
love
bleue au fond de la
those.
cuisine.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door.
Il y a quoi derrière?
No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the frit warehouse, probably.
L'entrepôt de frites? Ah ouais? Mais il est loin, frites. Donc le mec il est gérant. Et il sait pas comment aller dans la pièce.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Je pense que vous aimeriez savoir ce qu'il y a derrière.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage.
Bah oui, bah laisse-moi faire.
So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes?
Je vais juste retourner voir vite fait si je peux l'ouvrir tout simplement. Sinon je vais demander à monsieur.
You see, the door does not budge. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Il y a quoi derrière la porte?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to
Oh, il sert
himself.
à rien lui.
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Encore une quête. Oh, je vais pas la... balles. J'aimerais bien les derrière là aussi. Est-ce que je prends la peine de remonter? Je vais aller voir si elle est plus dans sa chambre. Ça devrait être rapide.
The door is closed.
Voilà, j'aurais été. J'aimerais bien trouver un sac. Il y a des options nouvelles au miroir ou pas?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
La pince coupante. Oui.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face,
Oh d'accord.
adorned with the expression.
Bon après je... Non, 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 je vais me faire mal, je vais perdre de la vie encore. Donc là je me promène avec une pince dans la main. Non, je vais peut-être l'enlever. J'aimerais bien savoir il y a quoi là. Non, non, non. Oh, je viens de découvrir que je peux courir. Ah bah, ça va être mieux ça. Allez, on va lui parler à elle. Ou lui.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
Vous avez l'air
We
surprise.
don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
Des petites questions.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Pourquoi je voudrais de l'ammoniac? Pour le mental? On va voir.
Sure. I'm done with it.
Ah.
Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Est-ce que t'as des
Of
indications?
course. Where to?
Ah ouais, non mais c'est nul. On va dire où suis-je,
What
hein,
do you
Martin?
mean? We're in
dis-moi.
Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think. No problem.
C'est quoi cette histoire?
Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning.
Désignez le panneau.
Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
Tout va bien, tout va bien.
Okay. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Ah oui, je peux avoir les gants?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Ah, il est gentil, hein. Ah, affinité mécanique. Oh, la dégaine. C'est bien affinité mécanique du coup, parce que j'avais le truc avec la... Produite, remarque comme il s'agit d'un objet de quête, il n'est pas... Ah oui, ok. Et c'est quoi? Mouchoir de lieutenant. Très bien, très bien. Ok. Bon. J'ai juste envie de tester du coup. Si avec combien ça m'a donné que plus 1 d'affinité mécanique. Voilà, c'est tellement mieux le sprint. Vous Nous sommes des sprinteurs. Nous sommes efficaces sur des courtes distances. Allez.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Ok, ok. C'est bon, j'ai compris. C'est pas pour maintenant. Allez, on y retourne. Oh là là, avec mes gants. J'ai un sacré style, hein. Ah oui, mais je fais ça avant.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Ouvrir.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Ramasser les haillons.
Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers.
Ah, je prends le jean.
As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay.
Ok.
Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans.
On met dans le sac.
Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too, a white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye.
Un visqueux. Ok.
A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste.
Allez hop, dans
This
le
is
sac.
a military type overgarment. No label or serial number.
Militaire.
This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. Anything more?
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force.
Non, le petit, il sert à rien. Juste continuer.
The lieutenant nods, then looks back into the trash
Je fais de la
container.
thune ou...
You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A
Super.
box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however.
Blondé. Ah, du coup, c'est bon? Je l'ai? Pas de problème, il n'y a pas de solution. Et du coup, c'est pas mal, ça peut me donner des bonus là.
It's
Fouiller.
just organic waste,
Donner de
cold
l'XP.
and slimy on your hands. Apple and potato
J'ai du gant, c'est
peels
pas grave.
mostly. Unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this?
C'est
A
pas...
blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something.
Ok, c'est quoi?
Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes, written in a
C'est
man's
peut-être mes notes à
handwriting.
moi?
Officer, is that your paperwork?
Je ne sais pas.
It is. Look, the plastic has the RCM street grid on it.
Ah bah c'est bien.
You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
Le grand bain de sang, lolo. Ça devait étouffer ma personnalité.
Officer, this is an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations, and could even list undercover operatives, informants. I suggest integrating it into your style, for all our sakes.
Oui, oui, je vais le faire.
It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Non, non, on n'a pas fini.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
Ok, merci. Fouiner en mode Clodo, Condé.
Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny.
Ah, carrément. J'ai demandé c'est quoi, mais si je pourrais avoir un après.
It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive as that fat string of pearls snaking around the rotten banana peels, however. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000, easy. Unless you're into hi-fi yourself.
Non, je vais le vendre.
No, you won't. Because none of those things are real. They're not actually in there. All you see is food waste and crisp wrappings.
Super. C'est pas drôle.
All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron.
Prendre le mug.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going
Oui,
to
oui,
the...
oui.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Alors. Qu'est-ce que j'ai eu? La tasse de l'homme jaune.
It's just a racist mug. What's there to read here? Not much.
Bah, je vais le regarder
Oh
jusqu'au bout.
boy,
Hein.
here we go.
Oula.
What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage?
Je pourrais gagner en crédibilité politique pour masquer mon comportement illicite. Un monnaie de préjudice.
But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective.
Oui. Je vais encore lui parler.
It's just a racist
Je vais
mug.
continuer.
But it will not happen. The mug talk is exhausted.
Le mec
It
il
is
en a marre de me
time to
parler.
return to work.
Super. Je parle à une tasse. Bon. Et mon registre.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Autre chose?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper,
Super.
desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard.
Monsieur le dégueulasse.
It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
T'as un problème avec le bleu. Hein. Inspecter le papier de toilette.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
La retirer.
Still wet, the toilet paper peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off with your finger and voila! The ledger now looks marginally better.
Inspecter la pince.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together.
Je vais
A
la-
regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
Bon, moi j'ai un crayon toujours, hein. Caresser la tige.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Un autocollant argenté de forme rectangulaire. Kim, est-ce que c'est une de ces images géographiques dont vous avez parlé?
What?
Oh là,
Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
quel genre d'information? Comment je peux le lire plutôt?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Comme quoi?
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Ah ok, ben, je vais le lire après avec son truc. Hein.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Après j'ai une lampe torche sur moi. Y'a quoi comme
It
info?
depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Ouais, les pages
They're not
blanches.
exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be
Centaines de
sufficiently
pages.
organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year.
Pas mal.
The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30
Ah oui,
cases
d'accord.
undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Une vingtaine en mars. Ah oui. Question d'une
Yes,
nomenclature.
it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name.
Capitale.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the Ukar Parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you?
Bah ouais.
It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close,
Je dois ouvrir une affaire officielle. Il y a encore de la place.
there is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
À consigner.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Interview the cafeteria manager. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
No, actually. Any ideas?
Le pendu, hein, c'est bien.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out. Yes, how very childish of you. In your and my defense, almost everyone in the RCM uses the titular system, in addition to the official alphanumeric.
Pourquoi?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Les meurtres à balles carrées.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself.
Pour s'amuser, ok.
I pray his loved ones never find out.
Là, tu m'étonnes. Lui arrivait quoi?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Bon, allez, on va faire la dernière option, comme ça c'est
Hein?
fait.
2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Ouais, je suis pas sûr de les avoir terminés. Hein.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
Je crois que j'ai commis des
It's
erreurs.
okay. We all make mistakes.
God knows I've made my share. He tries not to think of them. Like a fan of girls, the checkered papers dry in your hand.
Ah oui,
The handwriting is extremely dense,
j'ai
if
pas jaune
mostly
aussi.
illegible. You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. In the back, you see thin, translucent copy paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
Il
3.
s'agit de quoi?
The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of.
Bah, on va commencer par le premier.
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields.
J'aurais gagné de l'argent comme ça. Convocation au poste.
These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
Et l'autopsie.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, condition of sexual organs.
Ah, c'est bon, calme-toi. Refermer.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
Ok.
What delicious power hid within
bien,
this
bien.
pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
C'est bizarre. Pourquoi j'ai perdu un de logique? Je vais examiner le porte-bloc, hein, du
It's
coup.
made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters
Vas-y,
RCM.
tritu.
U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed.
Ah non, je
It's
recommence.
made of dark blue
De
plastic.
quelle couleur?
Blue.
Il va me dire bleu, ouais, merci.
The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Encore le truc, secoue l'enregistre.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Ouais,
The
regarde.
plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
Comment je peux l'ouvrir?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
Bon, allez, je vais essayer là. 58. Ça me paraît pas mal.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it recedes, you feel as though you might just squeeze a tear of anger out of your duct. Makes you wonder, why?
Bah oui.
It's unjust, that's why. You can't even get to that thing anymore. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess, suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Je vais le tenter, hein, si je peux le retenter plus tard.
It's proving to be harder than expected. You
Ouais,
just don't have the intellectual rigor to
J'ai
patch
pas envie
the
de savoir.
pool. The
Sentir
acidic
l'enregistre.
stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience.
Brodoyer
This-
chiotte, ok. Ok. Oh, il faisait des trucs bizarres avec la tête. Hein. Ouais, bah dis donc, j'aurais tenté beaucoup. Il y a un peu de tout, quoi. Affinité mécanique, il y en a 2. Endurance. 3 affinités mécaniques. Oh là là, c'est compliqué. Je peux mettre qu'un seul point en logique. Bon, on va tenter, hein. Je vais mettre ça. Forcer les serrures et vider les poches. Ok, ça peut être pas mal. Il y avait un truc affinité mécanique, je m'en souviens plus. Registre abîmé.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers
Allez.
hanging from the board. Just relax.
Oh, double
The
6.
two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know,
Allez, on
without
ouvre.
resistance or sound. The two panels move against each other. The compartment is now
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a à
open.
l'intérieur?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Les talons de billets.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Super.
Thin
les
wax
cartes.
paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
On va tenter de le sentir.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored.
Ok.
A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Ok, tutti frutti. L'ouvrir.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand.
Ok.
Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Je m'appelle Harry, on dirait.
Throw it away, please.
Ça va me rendre heureux.
A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it.
Let go.
Non. Je veux la lire, moi.
Your hands shake, holding onto it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road.
Mhm.
Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
49. Vas-y.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Carrément.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Ok.
You feel the ledger slip from your hand.
Mais non.
No. Hold on. To
Attendre.
what? There's nothing.
C'est passé quoi?
Detective, is everything alright?
Tombé. What?
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est
Well,
passé encore?
almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on,
J'espère que j'ai
fluttering,
pas perdu.
somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
Tranquille.
Is it? The world is gone. You are no longer. A bitter, caustic sense of loss remains. Even in the darkness, great sorrows slip in the water. Slimy.
Oh, je suis peinard.
The cool when you're dead, brother. Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Où se trouve Voyager
There is
Road?
no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on. Poor bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Non.
Beautiful. Believe me. You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot. Yes, they're pouring something on you.
It's delicious.
Ok.
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket, the air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes, the darkness parts.
Qu'est-ce qui m'est arrivé?
You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone?
Ok, je rebois.
With greedy gulps,
c'est
you
parfait,
down
ça.
half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
You were reading your paperwork. Then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to a hospital. Then you came to.
Combien de temps je suis resté inconscient?
10 minutes, maybe.
Il n'arrivera plus.
Right.
Du fiasco et du
You
fiel.
dropped this. Are you okay to proceed?
Résolvons cette affaire.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses.
Ah bon? Ça sert à quoi déjà l'autorité? Ouais. J'ai gagné un truc aussi.
Hobo cop.
Ah,
Technically, you wouldn't be a cop anymore, but a hobo. That would mean game over for the cop chapter of your adventures. But who knows where the hobo part takes you? To the bar, the old L'Assommoir, to the pier or the sewers, to Le Royaume, where for 300 years they interred the dead. You could plunder royalist crypts for long-forgotten triple malt bourbon, then fight the Aramakan beast
Pas mal.
that lurks the bottommost sepulchres. The secrets of the city are all...
donc, ah ok, ça me donne plus le -1. Ok. Oui, sauf que j'ai pas de carte. C'est ce que je peux refaire du coup ou... Je voulais juste acheter la carte. C'est ici? Je sais plus. Je sais plus. Ah oui, c'était là-haut.
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martin.
Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of
48.
Martinez,
Ouais, 3 ans de
with
retard. quoi.
directions your finger moves through the various streets. Across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar. Over some finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing.
For a more detailed view of the map,
Mhm. Ah. Ça j'aime. Est-ce que j'avais une action particulière à faire avec la porte déjà?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and
Voilà. Bon. On va arrêter là. Je pense que dans la prochaine vidéo, j'irai voir le cadavre et essayer de continuer l'enquête. Et voilà, à la prochaine!